I ride on two wheels at the track, but not today. Today I get to ride a Formula Ford with the Formula Experience team. We meet by a semi-truck and they go over the safety instructions. After that, we put on a fire suit, pick out a helmet, and get assigned to our vehicle. I've only done this once before, last year, and they recognized me from them. I'm lucky he assigns me to the front row of the grid, the first car on the way out. This year they didn't do a siding lap in the truck. I've been on this track a ton. However, it is not the typical layout. It's only half the track. Still, I know the vast majority of the turns. The track is a training ground for police and very narrow. Also, it has quite a few technical turns in a row, so it's a bit concerning for others. Still, it's a slow track. It's difficult to explain just how tiny these cars are. Your shoulders are pinned against each side of the car and you can't even get in without detaching the wheel. Last year I almost hyperventilated, but this year I'm feeling okay. Once we're all buckled up, we flip a switch, hit a button, and the car roars to life. It's a great feeling and sound. It's been a while since I've drove a car with a manual transmission. I pull off and start some siding laps. The track is set up just like it was last year, so I take my time getting around the first lap, sort of getting used to the car, the track, the layout, and getting the tires warmed up. The irony is that it only takes me 2 laps to catch up to someone. By the 4th lap, I catch someone else, and then I get stuck in quite a bit of traffic. By the 5th lap, I start working into a pattern and pass someone again. I really feel bad for these guys that haven't been on this track. It might be a small track, but it's quite technical and has a lot of turns. There's a lot to think about, getting your lines right and your vision up. I still don't have the back straight sorted out, and I'm struggling with shifting and braking there. Either way, the rest of the track is easy for me, and I don't miss a shift and sort of settle into a pattern. Most of the time, I'm pushing the car up to almost 1G on turns, which makes sense since that's what I'm used to on a bike. I'm sure these have a lot more grip and speed, but this track doesn't have much speed. I have a few moments where the rear end slips out, but I recover it. After the back chicane, there's quite a bump. It has a habit of unsettling the car, so I'm trying to brake before the bump. Then roll into the gas, and it seems to work out okay, but it's obvious why we never run this path on a motorcycle. At one point, I hit a bump so hard the bottom leg rest slides forward. Towards the end of the session, he tells me no one else is on the track. At that point, I know it's open to run a bit harder. I stay in my pattern and push a bit more. I get into a trance and start hitting all of my lines within inches. It's quite fun feeling being on four wheels at a track. It's always fun being on a track though. Either way, by the time the session is over, he tells me I did a great job. It's good to see me again, and he let me have a few extra laps. I give him a thumbs up and wave. I'm so exhausted by the end. I'd highly recommend for anyone to get out and try this or get on a motorcycle and get to a track. It's far better than pushing your limits on the street.